Woo! Raider Nation, what is going on? Coming to you guys live in Sahara, Las Vegas with my buddy Murf.
What's up? Is this the Raider Cody podcast?
This is the Raider Cody and Murf podcast.
Let's go, man.
Yeah. This is good, man. We're sitting pretty. We're facing the Eagles. We're sitting inside of a Chickies and Pete's, an official partner of the Eagles.
Well, I know.
They're in Vegas, though.
It almost feels like we're on a road game, but we're at a home game. Like, what's going on?
They're in Vegas. There's more fans here. There's Raider jerseys on the wall. We got stuff that we're giving away over the next couple weeks. Make sure you guys get involved. We got an autographed Charles Woodson jersey, and this isn't just some jersey. This is a Mitchell and Ness jersey. Shout out to the Woodson Whiskey guys for making this happen. Obviously, if you're here live, there's going to be a QR code. I'll post it to social media, so make sure you're following us. Murf, obviously, you're going to have access to that as well. Be on the lookout for our social medias after this show to be able to win. First, a football. We're going to do the football giveaway.
Oh, so
And then
cool,
we're gonna brainstorm on that jersey. I'm going to sit on that jersey for a little bit and think about it, see what we can do. But obviously, being brought to you by Sahara Las Vegas.
Yes.
Anytime you're in Vegas, think about coming by, hanging out, pregame shows every Saturday. Obviously, what we're doing, 5 o'clock, post-game shows right after the game. Come through, promo code LV Cody, get 20% off your room. And
you even have a promo code.
LV Cody, man.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's going to happen. A shout out to the chat.
What's up, chat room?
Let's get active in there, man. I want to see where you guys are listening from. You guys know the drill. I need a city, a state, a county, a country, an area code, a zip code, social security number,
your credit card number,
whatever you can drop in the
date
chat.
Of birth. Throw it all in the chat.
I'll know where you're at if you drop your social.
We'll give away more jerseys, I promise, if you start hooking us up with that info.
Absolutely. So, Murf.
Yes.
How do we get prepared for this game now? I mean, we're going into our bye week, and we have a chance for the first time since the last time we were in the playoffs to be multiple wins above 500.
Yes.
Going into our bye week.
I think it's business as usual. I think that when you coming off of what we all went through as Raider fans, but most importantly the organization and the coaching staff, what they had to go through in the recent week or so now, it was business as usual on the sideline. Everything stayed the same. I think that going into with a bye week looming, I think you got to do the same thing over again.
Yeah.
It's not time to reinvent the wheel. It's working. We've seen the team respond in a fantastic way.
Yeah.
And so now it's just like, okay, but can you do it again, right? It's the ultimate show me now. The NFL is a meritocracy. Yes, the last week was great, but can we do it again?
Yeah.
Against a team that, frankly, sorry, Eagle fan, we should beat.
Boo.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we should beat this team handily.
Yeah.
And clearly.
And they're a better team than the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos, don't get me wrong. They started 3-0. Obviously, we all knew it was overrated. Almost seems very overrated. So it's cool to kick the crap out of them, but we got to find a way to now handle a team that is average. You know what I mean? The Eagles are an average team that can win. They can compete. I mean, they went neck and neck with the Chiefs.
Yeah, well, and they've lost to good teams. So when you look at their losses, it's the Niners, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, and Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
And now they're on basically a mini bye week, being 10 days in between their last two games. So really, they've had plenty of time to freaking prepare for this game.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I'm with you.
I see you guys in the chat. Make sure you guys are dropping in. We're live. So we're live on my YouTube channel and Murph's YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter. Get in there. I want to see those comments. I want to see where you're listening from. I see you in there. Rockland, California, Fresno, East Oakland, Costa Mesa, Pennsylvania, 504, 910, Tucson, Arizona. I see you guys in there. Keep dropping it in there. I love seeing where you guys are listening from and watching from. Raider Nation's obviously worldwide. So now this is where we got to exactly though. We got to take advantage and keep it rolling. It feels good. And obviously you had a conversation a little bit and met with a coach yesterday. Can I just go ahead and is that a secret?
Hold on.
Or can I talk about it?
Frank Sinatra told me never to name drop. But let me just ask you this question. Which coach? Because I had conversations with a few of them yesterday, Cody.
The coach. The coach that got catapulted into a situation that obviously he's very emotional about, loves. I'm happy for him. Coach Bisaccia.
This is cool, dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, I saw you over there. I didn't want to interrupt, so I figured I'd wait. I didn't want to ask too many questions.
It was an Italian thing.
So how'd it go? What's the overall?
What do we got?
Oh,
what we got?
Hold that
food.
thought.
Hold on. Hey now.
Shout out to Chickies and Pete's. Always.
Do I show the camera this? Or did we just? Can you say Flavor Town? Is that where we just went? Like, what is going on here?
Look at that. Let's see.
Wow. Look at that. What's going on?
Hold it
Mosh?
up.
Go ahead, Uncle Mosh. What do you got? Where am I going?
Yeah. That's the ultimate taste tester.
Well, get you, well, welcome to the show, Uncle Mosh. Yeah,
Uncle Mosh.
What are you eating? What is it?
It's a chicken nugget.
Get loud.
Hey,
It's a chicken nugget.
set that right there.
Piece,
I am.
with breading and coating and spice, dipped in a fantastic sauce. I could probably only eat about 60 of these.
Okay, Uncle Mosh says he can only eat about 60, so it's a light week for him. Hey, appreciate. So speaking to the chat while you're munching there, the chat on the Raiders Fan Radio chat group there. Appreciate QB Jeff is in there, Lee B, and shout out QB Jeff, our buddy from Domenico's out there in Alameda and Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Fontana, California. All Eyes on G. Richard Vaught's in there. A lot of DT the Sun, a lot of cool folks in there, and they're kind of loving the setup, Cody. They're loving the whole vibe that we're bringing with look, the Raiders need to follow up on this. And you asked about Coach. You get like a really chill vibe from Coach Bisaccia, and we've talked to our buddy, again, name dropping over here. Yeah. Our buddy Will Compton. We've talked to who's a huge fan of Coach Bisaccia, and there's he's got a very calming presence.
Yeah.
I think Josh Jacobs earlier this week came out and had a quote that the sideline felt chill, like it wasn't the anxiety, it wasn't the the animation that was going on previously is not there anymore.
Yeah.
And that might be a good thing.
And I was going to say, so was that a bad thing? What did they not enjoy the energy and maybe the overreactions and being tense? Are they going to react better in a calm environment? I mean, football, usually you'd like to get amped up, right? You'd think.
Well, you would think so, but also if you've got somebody that's
unless you don't need it.
Unless you don't need it, and they're just launching into tirades, then it adds anxiety.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it makes it like bigger than what it maybe should be. And so, I think that it's a very interesting, and that's where, like what you said, like the win in Denver was great. That was a huge thing for us. But now what do we do as a follow-up?
But that had to happen. Like it was one of those things. Like if we lost that game, you lose the season. Like you're not recovering from that. Obviously, I mean, we saw Keenum in the Browns. Kick the crap out of them too. You know what I mean? So it's nothing
we should have bet that, Mosh.
Yeah.
We said we were going to take the Browns, and we didn't freaking do it. And they freaking beat Denver. Unbelievable. I know you did.
Now someone was telling me, because obviously I'm never going to cheer for the Donkeys ever.
No.
And especially not this early in the season.
Gosh, no.
But there were fans. I want to drop me your opinion in the chat. I want to see what was your thoughts like cheering for the Broncos instead of the Browns, because they're thinking that the Browns are going to be more of a threat to our playoff race later in the season. But that's later in the season. And Baker Mayfield's going to be out a few games, right?
Yeah, I understand the logic of it, of the math, and I can appreciate at least the conversation.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is that you got to get through your division first, and we can't at this point assume we're going to be playing for some sort of a wild card, considering that we're tied for first in the division. Let's effing go, man.
Yeah.
No, we want to root against our division. Look, if you're not rooting against the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Chiefs, first and foremost, those three teams, always and forever, you're doing your fandom wrong. I'm not going to tell you how to be a fan, but don't do that. Don't hate the Patriots. Don't hate the Steelers. Don't hate the Niners. Don't hate those teams more than you hate your division. Hate your division first. Always. Let that hate flow through you.
I feel it. Shout out to the chat. Shout out Ty Levitt. He says, hey, what's up, Raider Nation? I have a good feeling about this week. Raiders.
Let's go.
Love the Charles Woodson cutout. Thanks, fellas.
That's
appreciate
my buddy
that.
Chuck.
Yeah, there we go. Appreciate you, Ty. Appreciate the donation. See you guys in the chat. There's a comment here above that also I noticed. What can we expect from Mariota on third down? And I was a little surprised that we did not see any of him last game. Are they still not 100% sure that he's healthy? Don't get me wrong. I love Mariota. But do we save him now for the tail end of our season and hopefully keep him healthy for playoffs? I mean, gosh, he can go in there and he can make plays. We've seen it. I mean, the one play that he made, it was like 30-yard run or whatever.
It was incredible,
whatever he had.
But then he got hurt.
One play. So we got to somehow drag it out and just unleash him whenever we need him. We didn't need him last week. We shouldn't need him this week. Just drag it out. Week 10, week 15, week 18, whenever you need
or in
to
January
win.
when we're playing the Chargers for the freaking division, right? You know what I mean? Like, I'm with you. Like, the guy's an incredible talent. But look, unfortunately, he's never been able to put together a lengthy run. Had he ever even played a full season when he was starting with the Titans? I'm not sure.
Not really. That was always his setback.
That was always
that's how Tannehill kind of came in for him.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? That was always the rub. So I'm with you. Like, save him when you absolutely need him, and all it does is just give them more runway. It just gives them more time to develop into all the like fun little maybe trickeration type things that we'll see. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Because the guy can add. He adds so much dynamicism to an offense because not only is he incredible with his legs, and not only can he throw, but he can catch too. We've seen Tannehill on that the last when he was with the Titans, and they were I want to say it was against Kansas City. There was that pass that Derrick Henry threw into the end zone to Blasingame or whoever it was, it was Jonnu Smith. Mm-hmm. Marcus Mariota was wide open on the other in the other corner of the end zone. Like that guy can actually go out there and run routes too. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of cool, fun stuff they can do with Mariota, and I'm with you. Save him.
Well, in that play that he had, wasn't Derrick lined up as a receiver?
Yes.
And what kind of? I mean, besides just Mariota running with the ball, what can we do with two quarterbacks? And Mariota's very capable, even though we're going to use him in more of kind of like the Wildcat style shotgun quarterback. He is very capable of throwing the ball accurately.
Absolutely.
And the two of them mixed in there.
It's legit. Dude.
Does Derrick catch a touchdown at some point? Does Mariota catch a touchdown at some point?
Why not, man? Hey, watch him run the Philly special tomorrow. Bah!
Oh, that'd be good. I love it. I see. Okay, so to go back to the comment on cheering for the Broncos and the Browns, Jeff in the chat says we play the Browns later so we can take care of them then. And I agree with that.
There you go. I agree with that sentiment as well.
Yeah. I'm so sick of every time we get in this playoff hunt, we're having to watch and see what every other team's doing. If we just take care of business and have the record to get there, I don't care. I'm tired of picking in. We need this, that, the other. My wife laughs at me every single year because it'll be week 17. I'm like, okay, we need this team to lose, this team to lose, this team needs to win, but not by that much, just by a little bit. You know what I mean? And then we'll get in. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It just we need it's like a 10-team parlay at that point, and good luck.
How about instead just win, baby? We just take care of our own business, and then the rest of it will take care of itself.
Exactly. Speaking of parlays, we're also sitting here, obviously, inside of Chickies and Pete's. There's a William Hill Sportsbook about 100 feet from us.
What's up, William Hill Sportsbook?
I like that over there. So every time you're in Vegas, every time you come through, hang out on the show, and we start talking to you and getting you all fired up, you can come over and play some live bets with us. Jason Taylor, what's up, Cody? What's up, Jason Taylor? Let's see. Is Ty related to Dallin? That's funny because his last name's Levitt.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Do you think Incognito will be back, or have we seen the last of him? He's only played 2 games in 2 seasons, keeps having leg injuries. Let me know. So I said this originally at the beginning of the season, off a hunch. I'm not trying to be like an insider. Off a hunch. Even though that he went on the IR, everyone's like, okay, he's out 3 games. I'm like, okay, it's not going to be 3 games. They're going to drag it out. As much as his injury history has been, I say second half of the season. So right now, I think I'm still kind of on par second half of the season. We'll see him, I'm going to say week 9.
Yeah, this is the NFL version of load management.
No.
You know what I mean? That's exactly what's going on. Again, just like we were talking about with Mariota.
I'm working on load management right now.
Yeah, you are. You're loading up already. But when do you need? We need him in December. We need him in even later November, January. That's the time when we're really going to be dependent on him. So yeah, he's 38 years old, right? 38. However, I don't know. He's 30. Look it up, Uncle Mosh, please. But when you get up to that age, despite the fact that you're a world-class athlete, your body starts to break down. Yeah. It happens to everybody that's not named Tom Brady. So, eventually the guy's going to get, you just give him time. Just give him time. Yeah. Why push him back now? Because clearly things are going well. Yeah. Dude, we're 4-2, man.
We're 4-2.
We're freaking 4-2.
And it feels good.
And it feels great. We're tied for freaking first place. Let's go, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care about what happened with the Chargers. Obviously, we got our face kicked in that game. But hopefully that was a wake-up call. We can flip things around. We ripped the Band-Aid off of whatever was going through and, kind of in coaches' minds at that point.
Yeah,
obviously,
the anomaly with Chicago, like Uncle Mosh said, they knew about what was going on to some extent, whatever that was, because it felt so much like the 2017 Washington game, right? You knew that, it wasn't necessarily, and this was his point, it wasn't a locker room divided, it was a locker room that had chaos. And so, and so once that, we exercised that, we got through that week, but that was the anomaly. So I'm with you. The only big loss we've had was, that was a rough one against the Chargers. We would have wanted that one back. And it doesn't matter about
especially
the delays.
because I was there. I'll go again if we can do it again.
Well, hey, and we're going to be back here for ours in Vegas. That's when we need to beat the Chargers.
That's such a big game. We're also playing
28. How about Incognito's who we were looking for? Yeah,
he's like 46.
He's like 46. That's his waist.
Seriously, though. I wonder what it is now.
I wasn't talking about you, Mosh. I was talking about Incognito, but same.
So Diego Lopez in the chat. Appreciate the donation, Diego. Something I want to see is how Max does versus Lane J. Yeah, the Eagles' offense, the way Hurts is so mobile, so all over the place. You don't know what he's going to do. This is right up Max's wheelhouse. Yes. He loves chasing these guys down, and that makes it so hard. Obviously, you're looking. He's not just a normal pocket passing quarterback, so you're not going to get those one-on-one matchups with a tackle to watch all the time. Lane probably has one of the hardest jobs in the NFL, just like the Chiefs' offensive line, because Patrick Mahomes likes to run around 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage for 10 seconds. So it's just going to be a complete disaster on that offensive line, and Max just needs to stay cool, calm, collected, hold his end, don't let him get free, and be ready to close the gap. I love whenever you saw it even last week. If he can't get off the edge, he'll set the corner, and he's ready to come up underneath anytime that there's an opening there. And that's exactly what Hurts is going to do. He's going to try and break up the middle of the pocket as soon as things get sticky, and Max needs to be full aware of that and ready to pounce on him.
Absolutely, and that's what he did last week to Bridgewater, man. That one play where he was kind of stood up at the line of scrimmage, paused, waited, and then shot in and sacked Bridgewater. It was unbelievable the amount of speed that he has, that straight line speed that we saw to Max Crosby. And look, dude, here's kind of the way I think about it. We handle Lamar Jackson. I ain't worried about somebody that's mobile in the pocket, because that's the ultimate mobile in the pocket guy, and we took care of business against him. Jalen Hurts ain't nothing, and he doesn't have near the arm or the passing ability that what Lamar Jackson does. I think the Raiders are going to absolutely feast on the 53, 38. Okay. That's what.
Richie Incognito's 53 years old.
That's what I thought he was 38. That's what I'm saying. You're 38 years old. Your body starts to break down. Thank you so much.
And obviously he's doing the same area too.
Right.
So whenever you're rehabbing so much, you're losing the opportunity to build that muscle back up, to strengthen it, to get it going again. So you're rehabbing, getting back out there, and you're just injuring yourself over and over again. So hopefully they take it slow enough and make ends meet. There was something I was gonna say, and it was gonna be really good.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Now I hyped it up too much. So let's go back and talk about
let me
this Ravens week one. How many times do people they undersell our wins all the time? Look at the Ravens right now.
All the time.
They're 5-1.
Yeah.
We're their only loss.
Yeah, they're the best team in football.
Yeah, so
or in the AFC anyways.
I don't care if it's week one. I don't care if it's opening week. I mean, we played competitive football. Now that we have a clear mind, a coaching staff that's ready to go, I think Coach Ole is, primed and could be a hopefully better play caller than John Gruden at this point.
I think so too, and that was one of the other conversations that we had. And before we get out to, I do want to talk about what we did last night, because
yes.
We definitely want to hit on that. But the reason that we were around these folks, but Mosh and I had a nice conversation with Coach Ole, and man, it was. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. He's a good coach, and I think what was interesting is that not only talking to him, but Sasha as well, but they kind of exude it's a confidence, it's a quietness about it. It's they understood and understand the environment of which they were thrust into. But it's all about ball. And one of the things that Coach Ole, and I don't think I'm violating anything by sharing this, but he could not stop talking about how good the locker room was, how good the guys are, how good their relationships are with one another. He never once referenced himself. He referenced his experience when he went through the things that he went through.
Yeah.
But in terms of making the season into whatever it's going to be going forward, it's about the players and about how much confidence he has in those guys. And so that's exciting, dude. When you got a coach that feels like he can trust that he can put anything on those guys that he needs to in order to get W's.
And Mayock. Let's bring in Mayock into this picture, because we've been talking about this for so long. Drafting character guys. We get so mad at his draft picks. Character guys, high character guys, high character guys. Well, and the people think, they're not really high character. Well, look at it now. It's either going to help them or hurt them, and it helped them. So, they put guys in here that they're going to have flaws. They're football players. A lot of them are 22, 23 years old. They're going to have their issues. But they're at a point to where we have Max Crosby, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs. You have these key leaders that are in there and are able to control as if they're the head coach, as if they're John Gruden. Like,
yes.
to have that role and to be able to take that responsibility upon themselves, hats off to Mike Mayock because he did his job. And that's exactly what we're looking for.
You're right, dude. That's paying off, and you're right. And that was like, look, we hear a lot of criticism around the Cleve Farrell pick, and I think a lot of the criticism is fair.
Yes.
But I think that but now it kind of, the story comes together. Like now you see, as you mentioned, the leadership portion that starts to exude. Because look, you can do two things when you get into times of crisis, right? You can either fold up and go to the house, which is what we've seen plenty of Raider teams do in the past, where they've been struck with adversity. They've tapped out.
Yeah.
But you can do the other thing. You can galvanize. You can come together. You can unify for a purpose and do the job that needs to be done. And that's what this team is doing. And dude, I'm fired up for it. I know you are too. And I hope Raider Nation is, because I think, and this is where we'll actually define the response. But the response last week, you said it a minute ago, they needed that.
Yeah.
They had to have that.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Yeah.
On the road against a division rival. So there's no way you can undersell the importance of that. And now let's just freaking do it again and send all these people home unhappy.
Yeah. Speaking of all these people, so we brought it up earlier. We're inside Chickies and Pete's. Chickies and Pete's, an official sponsor or official partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
Of course, they're in Vegas. They're embracing the Raiders as they should. It's a Vegas sports bar, crab house. Great. We have here Pete of Chickies and Pete's.
Hey.
And we need to bring him on here in a couple minutes. So I'm gonna give you a 5-minute break.
Yeah, please.
And we'll get his expertise.
Can I take these with me?
Take them.
Okay.
Take them before I indulge too much.
All right.
And load management. Remember, we got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, me and Mosh are gonna manage. You ready for him?
Let's drag him in here. We'll get you right back on here, Murph. Shout out to the chat. I see you guys in there. 5-2, just win, baby. That's the energy. That's the energy that we need. I think the staff Gruden put together has a great deal to do with it. High character coaches too. You're absolutely right, Rick Engel. There we go. Pete from Chickies and Pete.
Cody, what's up, my man?
Man, just hanging out.
Wow, this is a great town, and it's a great day.
It's a great crab house is what it is.
Well, thanks.
This is amazing.
Thank you very much. Have you tried any crabs yet?
I've tried just about everything on the menu at this point.
You look good.
The lobster roll,
Yes.
amazing.
Well, let me just give you a hint. One of the number one things that Mr. Mariota is eating right now, the lobster pizza.
Lobster pizza.
White lobster pizza.
Okay.
I was on Oprah with that.
Okay.
With John Bon Jovi. That was his favorite thing to eat, he said.
Oh, it's next on the list.
Yeah.
I'm taking one out tomorrow.
Take one with you tonight. And tomorrow.
I love it. So, tell me a little bit about this. Obviously, this is the first Chickies and Pete's opening up on the West Coast. You guys just had your grand opening. The Eagles are in town. This is a huge weekend for you.
Well, it's timing's everything in life.
Yeah.
And what's the odds? When you open a restaurant, it's always hold-ups and this and that, and it gets open when it gets open.
Yeah.
And the odds that it would get open for the Eagles playing here was a stretch. Like, I thought about it, but never really didn't want to put too much pressure on myself. And it got done in time. That's awesome. And now we're here, and the Philadelphia Eagles fans are here, and the Raiders fans are here, and every meeting from the Eagles and the Raiders have been unique.
We have history.
Yeah, good history.
Yeah.
Good history. Better for you than for us, but but
it's okay.
It's always been an interesting game because there's been some upsets.
Yeah.
There's been some upsets, and I just want to leave you with that because I think I don't know what the line is. What is it?
I mean, we're favored, not by much. I think 3 points. 3 points.
Is that it?
Really? Yeah. I mean, with everything that we're going through, even whenever we're doing good, even though we're 4-2, we're never going to be that big of favorites. I mean, we have that element about us as Raider fans. It's the pain of being a Raider fan. Things just don't always go as planned.
I understand that more than Raider fans do because they're a very passionate fan base, very similar to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
And we didn't win anything for like 60 years. Until we won this.
Yeah.
This most recent Super Bowl, which I'm wearing
I see
the
it.
ring right now.
Yeah, I see it. Hold that up there. You can see the camera up there.
There you go.
See. There we go.
Yeah. Please turn down the contrast on your TV. I don't want anybody to be blinded by the bling, bling, bling. See?
There it is. See if we can get ourselves in there. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that sweet? Listen.
We'll let you have it. We'll let you have this one.
I will wear it for the rest of my life proudly. I think it's a great thing to come out to Vegas for the Philadelphia Eagles fans. They're here. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, as there should be.
They'll let themselves known tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
They're all over.
Yeah.
They only bring green clothes.
Yeah.
They only own green clothes.
Now, can you just tell them to take it easy on us a little bit? I know your fan base can get a little rowdy, and so can we. We got to make sure we keep things.
We're loud. Our bark is much worse than our bite.
Yeah.
You know, but that's you got to remember something. I always say this when we played in New England. In New England, they had a tea party. In Philadelphia, we won the revolution.
Okay.
That's what it's. Those same forefathers that came to this country and had to fight, and they were underdogs, and we won against the British. I know it sounds a little crazy, but it's there. That blood line's still there. The buildings are still there. Washington's house is still there.
Yeah.
This is what we're made of.
Yeah.
So we bite, we bark, but we don't bite as. We lovers.
Yeah, I get you.
We're lovers. That all that stuff you hear about the Santa Claus, that's all baloney.
Yeah. They just need storylines. They run with anything.
They run with anything.
Yeah, they run with anything.
But they're going to spend a ton of money here.
Yeah.
They've traveled very well.
Yeah.
So do the Raiders fans.
Yeah. We do pretty
years,
good. I mean, so far, every weekend's been pretty good.
I don't know who wears more makeup, either the Eagles or the Raiders, but they're both teams that wear a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
I mean, other teams are doing that now, following up.
They're trying.
But the Raiders always did it, and so did the Eagles.
Yeah. So I'll give you one opportunity here to talk about the matchup tomorrow and your prediction on what the Eagles are going to be able to do with the Raiders. I want to hear it. Jalen Hurts.
Every other question was easy.
We're talking football now.
Yeah. Well, Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback, and I believe that he will be better tomorrow than he has been because he's not been bad. He's just young.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
You're gonna have good games, bad games.
Right. I mean, some guys come out of the chute great and then they stink.
Yeah.
You know, but I think this guy's a guy who's going to get better. He's a pedigree. You know, he's good. But he's finding his new receivers. He's finding them. They're gelling a little bit better. The offensive line is doing well, although injured, and we got Lane Johnson back. So I believe that we should do well.
Yeah.
As long as we run the ball more than we pass, which is not probably something that's going to happen. But last week we ran the ball a little bit more. Like if we get into a game where you're 51-6 or better passes, it's going to be tough to win.
Yeah, I get it. Well, we're ahead of a bye week, and those were great words, and I appreciate you as an Eagles fan, and don't take this the wrong way, but I hope we kick the crap out of the Eagles tomorrow.
Well,
I hope we stick it to you. I love Jalen Hurts, but I hope we Max Crosby eats up Lane Johnson. I hope we stick it to you. We're going to a bye week. We want to be 5-2, Pete. We're going to be 5-2.
Let me say this. As a restaurateur and bar owner now in Las Vegas, I love the Raiders.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
And I hope they win every single game the rest of the year.
Just not this one.
Just not tomorrow.
I get you. Eagles got a soft spot.
He was trying to be like the Philly guy. You know?
I got all the bark now. I got all the bark over here.
Cody's barking away over here, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a game.
Yeah,
and
I hope so.
It was difficult to get tickets, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't giving up the seats.
No, it's the trick is.
I think Gruden did that.
The day,
you know him?
It's the day. Who?
I think Grudol.
Oh, he used to coach for us
Chucky,
at one point.
Yeah. We had Chip Kelly at one point, too.
I've heard of him.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
Is he still around, Chucky?
Yeah. He's walking around.
Do you think I like him? You know what he did to me when he was...
UCLA.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I saw him today.
That's
he got
right.
crushed. He got crushed today at UCLA. I actually like Chip Kelly because I own a bar and his last name's Kelly. We get along real well. Yeah. But I just think that if you watch the game tomorrow, it's going to be a great game.
That's all we want.
I think they're better matched up than people think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good matchup. Some nice numbers. I think 27-24 Eagles. But
okay. I get it.
But I won't say the Eagles will cover.
Okay. That's all we want. Raider fans always have close heart attack games.
Yeah.
We had one against the Broncos where we could sit down, and I wasn't yelling at the TV for about 3.5 quarters, and it was great. But I missed it. As a football fan, I kind of want to see a game. I want to see a nail biter. I want to see it come down to the last drive.
Well, I think if we're down and have to come back on the last drive, we're losing the game.
Oh, okay.
We're not. That's not us.
That's not your team. Okay.
That's not our team.
I get that.
We got to score, get some points, get up way up on you, and try to hold you off.
So that's your go-to. You're gonna put points up early.
That's what I hope for.
Okay.
That's what I hope
it's
for.
gonna be a shootout first quarter then.
I don't believe we can come back at the end of the game.
I gotcha.
They're too young.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just like you, I got a little soft spot now for the Eagles.
Yep.
Just not tomorrow. But after that.
Well, it's in a lobster pizza. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm lumping you into the area of teams where I'm like, okay, I like Chickies and Pete's that much. I'll be okay with the Eagles.
Well, thanks for doing the show here every week. I appreciate
absolutely.
it. We love you here. You're gonna be here tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be around. We'll be around.
Listen, I see those windows open. I want them to hear us all the way at the Mirage.
I love it. Let them know. Chickies and Pete's, huh?
Yeah.
I appreciate the hospitality. The food's been great. And it was good to finally meet you and get you in here. And
hey, thank you for giving me the time on the radio. Thanks for giving me a little plug. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward. I wish you were in our conference.
Yeah.
Come every week. Every year. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, that'd be crazy.
This is a great place for football. I mean, I haven't been in Las Vegas in many years, and I travel to a lot of games, but of course there was no football.
Yeah.
So in Las Vegas. But now that you have sporting teams and hopefully a baseball team soon.
Yeah. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on before that.
Yeah.
So now it's just like
nuts.
This is sick. Look to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You're here just in time.
Oh, this is sick.
The draft, Pro Bowl coming up.
You got a draft here coming?
Yeah, we looped back around. So we're this next year, 2022, right? So we got the next draft here.
Oh, you have a great time.
Yeah.
That'll be a great time.
Yeah, Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl's here this year too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll get a Super Bowl soon enough. I
thought it was 24.
I want Vegas to come around. It could be. I want Vegas to come around and kind of be almost how like Chicago was for the NBA in the draft. For a long time, they never really left.
Right.
That's how it needs to be for the NFL draft. NFL draft should come to Vegas and never leave. And it should be no reason that they do.
I think that way about the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Yeah.
In the Superdome. It should be there every year. I mean, that's another town that's extremely friendly and fun. This town, there's a lot to do. They should wait to President's Day weekend or more Martin Luther King's birthday, one of those two. I forget which one's closer.
Yeah.
And make it a 3-day weekend already.
Yeah.
Wait, just hold. Don't start playing until the next week in September. Get that extra week. Play when it's a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Let's make it money for the town.
Yeah.
Everybody rushes in at Friday. Let them go home on Monday.
Yeah.
Or Tuesday.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
baby.
agree.
I
like your
think
thinking.
alike.
Yeah. Is there a suggestion box? NFL suggestion box? We need to find it.
We got to call.
Pete's got a few things to say.
Yeah. Well, I got to thank the NFL. They're very good to me. So we got Chicky and Pete's in many NFL stadiums. Heinz Field.
That's awesome.
Minnesota, Arrowhead.
Oh,
yeah, a lot of places. So I'm pretty happy about that.
We don't like the Chiefs Stadium, but hey, that's cool that you guys are in there.
But you don't like the Chiefs
I don't like the Chiefs.
I love Andy Reid.
I like Andy Reid too,
Patrick
but just
too.
not right now.
Yeah.
I like him when he's not a Chiefs head coach anymore. But Pete, I appreciate you jumping on with me.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna get Murf back in here. We're gonna finish talking this up a little bit and talk about more pro Raider things. But
EAGLES Eagles.
Boo.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Murf.
All right, shout out to the chat. I see you guys in there. 34-14, Raiders dominate Philly. I like the prediction. Hey, what's up, Delta Sportsman? I see you. Rick says, get him, Cody. Raiders. I see you. Raiders in the chat.
Let's go.
Anthony says, we going to smack the out of Philly.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I hope so.
I agree.
Anthony says, they don't cover. Bet big. And then Tootsie, I think, has a comment because I said I like my nail biters and I miss them sometimes.
Yeah.
He says, ain't nobody want to see a nail biter tomorrow.
No,
Come on.
We want to see a 30-point blowout.
I kind of miss it, though. I like getting on the edge of my seat. I like stressing out.
Nah.
No, I do.
Nah. Nah.
I like going in
Give
for
me
my
38-9 Black Sunday over the Redskins or the Washington football team. Let's go with the blowouts, dude. I like those.
I don't know, man. I like going
Al
into my
Davis-
annual commercial driver checkup and having high blood pressure and having to sit on the chair and they have to tell me to calm down for 10 minutes and they'll check it again. I like that.
Look, dude, Al Davis football is not, we just want to have a nice close game. We want to win. No, we want to dominate you. We
Yeah.
want to send you
Yeah.
home crying.
Whatever.
We want to give you so many issues. You need therapy because you got the crap kicked out of you by the silver and black. It's about dominating your opponent, not beating your opponent, not just winning your opponent.
Yeah.
No, dominating. That's what
whatever.
we want to do. The quarterback must go down. He must go down hard.
Yeah, I
Come
get
on,
it.
Cody, let's go.
I know. I get it. You're getting me all amped up here.
Damn it, Cody. You rooting for a good story?
My blood pressure's already up.
We want a one chapter.
Blood pressure's already up.
I know it's so
Where's
fun.
them chicken wings?
They're gone. So the boneless wings are gone, and Murph's got a fresh cocktail. That was a nice little break there.
Oh yeah, you and Charles over here just hanging out having a cocktail.
Yeah, me and Chuck are hanging out here. We're having a drink. Me and Seawood. That's right. Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
Woodson whiskey action. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to take it easy. His brand's getting pretty big. It looks like it's going to his head.
Hey-o.
Hey, dad jokes on point. Let's see.
Hey, can I bring up something?
No.
Good, because I don't want to anyways. Radio's no fun.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you brought up earlier when we were pre-gaming before the show.
Yes.
I wasn't aware of this, but apparently there's like a controversy, or at least a big animated discussion around Miles Sanders and Josh Jacobs.
Yes.
And comparing the two players. I'm sorry.
Philadelphia fans, for whatever reason, like to hang their hat on thinking because we picked the same draft.
Yes.
Josh Jacobs, we picked him with the Khalil Mack trade pick in the first round.
Yes.
So they're just trying to push it like he's overrated and they got the better steal in the draft. I'm so sick of hearing that crap. Josh Jacobs, when healthy, is easily a top 5 running back in this league. Miles Sanders can't even sniff that list. I don't care if he's a good role player. I don't care if he has a good game here and there. I don't care how he can catch out of the backfield. I don't care if he's a different type of running back. There's no argument that he's better than Josh Jacobs. And at some point, I hope Josh has a bit of that in his ear. And you brought it up too, since we're bringing up what other people brought up. Just kidding. You brought it. They're the 28th ranked run defense in the league. Stick it to him, Josh.
Yeah, let's go.
Just
dude.
run it down there.
Yeah,
you know.
I heard that F. And I'm with you, dude. It's like, and when you look at the numbers, like, I'm sorry, because when you go through and comb through it, yes, he's got more receiving yards. But when you look at
Who cares?
Exactly. When you look at the game average totals, Josh Jacobs not only has better numbers across the board, but he has like 23 rushing touchdowns. Miles Sanders has like 8.
Yeah.
And he's got another 3 receiving. Like, what did Al Davis want to do? I'm going to bring up Al a lot tonight. What did he say to do? He didn't want first downs. He wanted touchdowns. And Josh Jacobs scores a lot of freaking touchdowns, and Miles Sanders doesn't.
Who?
The end. Discussion over.
Who cares?
Exactly.
I'm over Miles Sanders. He was actually kind of dealing with, I think, a nagging injury. All these running backs are. I mean, so is Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I went Peter Brady there. Yeah.
I love it. Drop in the chat if you guys have any more comments. Tomorrow, actually, when we do our post game, we're going to do the same thing live here on both channels. We might not be here, like, physically here. We'll be somewhere near the pool. So if you guys are in Vegas, right next to Ultra Pool, hanging out, come through, big, gigantic LED screen. Zelo Ultra Pool.
Ultra Pool.
So that'll be the entrance, the Zelo Ultra Pool, and we'll be hanging out. There's
we get to hang out there.
There's a little lounge right there. Yeah, you brought your Speedo, right?
Yeah, well, I'm a single man, Cody, so I'd hang out the entrance to the pool. That's a good spot for me to go.
Yeah, there you go. There we go, Murph. How did we set that up? Talk about timing.
Thank you. What a wingman you are. You didn't even know it.
Let's go. Okay. We have a new mission for Murph, wingman. I see you guys. Pittsburgh in the house to see you in there. Raiders. I love whenever there's fans from opposing team cities, like Kansas City Raider fans, Pittsburgh fans,
yeah.
Denver fans.
Yes.
Like, there's nothing I love more.
That's the best. It's absolutely
San Diego
good.
fan.
Absolutely. Love to hear from those folks,
Whoever
man. And
that
thank you
is.
for holding it down behind company line or behind enemy lines there. We appreciate that.
I love it. 8-2. Raiders. That's a bold prediction looking into the future. So, okay. So while I'm talking about the postgame show, that's what I meant to say.
All right.
We're going to take live callers during the postgame show tomorrow.
Sweet.
So be ready. Obviously, I do that in my home studio. So we're going to bring that here and add a little extra element. We're just going to keep it going until you guys stop calling. No, I'm just kidding. Because they keep calling. Like literally.
It'll be all night long. Yeah.
They'll watch the replay and they'll see the number and they'll be calling it still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll be like the next day. I'm like, dude, it's a replay. I'm not going to answer. But yeah. So yeah, be ready. We'll drop the number on the screen. Second half of the show. Call in, get your opinions.
Awesome.
And hopefully it's after a win, obviously.
Absolutely.
Because if it's a loss, those aren't fun phone calls.
No, they're not. It's just a bunch of people going
You sit there and just listen to people how we suck, how this happened.
And I'm sure you never hear criticism about Derek Carr after a loss.
No, they're actually very nice to Derek Carr after losses.
Yeah,
especially if you threw a pick or something. Yeah, they totally understand.
Totally understand that it wasn't, the receiver not running the right route, or it wasn't somebody somebody making a good defensive play. No, it's Derek sucks.
I like this. So the one good comment in here, Carlos, don't blitz Jalen Hurts, and I think we've kind of got that down. That's how you get after these quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Rush 4, drop the rest, maybe a little spy on him. Denzel, dude, Perryman.
Dude, let's go.
Perryman
awesome.
is he still leading the league in tackles?
I believe so.
He was before the last game,
yeah,
so I haven't checked it after that.
I don't know what happened from Thursday night, but yeah.
There we go. Black Hole, Kansas chapter. I see you guys.
Oh, awesome, man. What's up?
See, just like what we were talking about. So we're gonna wrap up the show.
Okay.
Shout out to Chickies and Pete's, obviously for the hospitality, the wings. I'm gonna be going for some fries, and then the crab pizza.
Oh my gosh.
So I gotta add that to the list. I'm not sure I'm super starving right now. Lobster pizza.
Pizza.
Lobster pizza.
You and me, we're gonna eat, all of us, we're gonna eat pizza mosh.
Lobster pizza.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, we're all about that.
Yeah.
Hey, before we go though, can I bring up something?
Well,
I love
why
it.
do you ask? You can't.
Well,
it's half your show.
It's your.
Look, see,
I want to be sensitive.
Where's the middle? Okay, so
I
say what I want on this half. You say what you want on that half.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to bring this up. So, on the heels of 2019, when our show, the one that I do every week, is called Raiders Fan Radio.
Yes.
We found out we could make some money. So we decided we were going to quickly give it all away. And one of the first places that we donated money to was the Fred Bolitnikoff Foundation, which is an amazing foundation built in honor of his daughter Tracy, who passed away prematurely.
Yes.
So when we realized we could raise this money, on the heels of that, while we're doing that, you had a fantastic fundraiser for where you and I went today to a great event for the Greater Youth Sports Association here in Las Vegas.
You guys are probably familiar with that a little bit.
Yes, and Cody raised a phenomenal amount of money. And on the heels of that, you and I were having a discussion. And we were like, you know what? We should form our own nonprofit together.
Yes.
And so last year, we formed the One Nation Foundation.
Shout out.
It's you, it's me, it's Uncle Mosh. We sit on the board of this. And it's an official nonprofit organization that raises money strictly for Raiders-related charities.
Yeah.
And last night, we got to present formally our first donation collectively as a group. Yeah. Now, we've given to a lot of Raider groups along the course of the year in 2021, but this was our first physical presentation. We went to the Bolitnikoff Crab Fest, met all these legendary Raiders and coaches and all this stuff. But the most important thing is that we were able to donate money to Tracy's Place of Hope and the Bolitnikoff Foundation. So I would ask anybody in the chat, if you're so inclined and if you're able to, go to onenationfoundation.net and donate what you can, please.
Yes.
100% of the money that you donate there will go directly to Raiders-related charities. And Cody and I are getting ready to kick off another campaign for GYSA, Greater Youth Sports Association. We saw it here live today. 150 kids, many underprivileged, that were amazingly served in
a lot
an
of them
incredible
first time
environment.
playing basketball, too. First time.
Kids are playing sports for the first time ever. If that's not a cause you can't get behind, then if you can't do that math, then I don't know what to tell you. But it's an incredible organization, and I'm not proud of us, but I'm proud of what Raider Nation has done.
It's definitely the fan base.
It's you guys listening right now, and the money that you're willing to share with us via direct donations, advertising, any of that stuff, it goes to these charities. And so, anyways, I wanted to speak on that for a minute. Thank you for giving me the platform.
And keep Bolitnikoff in mind. Obviously, that's what we did last night, and now it's too late to donate, I guess, to us for them. But that was an amazing... Dude, there we go.
It,
yeah. Kinda. It's getting there.
It's kind of, yeah. You have to zoom in on it.
It's getting there. It's got the check in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
here, Mosh, hold it. You have to go to them, not the camera, not me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was cool seeing everybody there. It was cool seeing. I mean, we talked to a lot of former players. Not working. Not working.
Fred Biletnikoff, Phil Villapiano, all-time sack leader Greg Townsend. I mean,
and it's cool like seeing them all get back together. But overall, I mean, obviously with COVID and everything going on, the Crab Fest didn't happen last year. It was their first year doing it in Vegas, and it was awesome, I'm sure, for all of them to get back together, see all these people. We saw a lot of people that we know. It's cool seeing JT the Brick, Q Myers was there,
Lucille was there.
Lucille was there. Harry was there. If I'm forgetting a name, I'm sorry. Met a few fans that were there. John was there, Black Hole John.
Yeah.
His family was there, so it was cool seeing everybody. But the overall, the main reason we were there, it's a healthy reminder, and it's a humbling reminder. In seeing the stuff that they're talked about, the reason that they started this, what did they say now, 22 years ago, 21 years ago?
99 when Tracy passed away, yeah.
So for them to be doing this for so long, and us talking to his former teammates, and them talking about how he is so precise on the field. Everything he did, he had to be the best at it. It's so cool to see him carry that on after his football career, post-football career, off the field, taking it to the foundation, and just, blowing it out of the water and doing a great job. In the way that they help women in need is amazing. So if you want to look up any more, like I said, you can still go donate direct to Biletnikoff, because obviously we're kind of turning the page and looking towards GYSA. Underprivileged kids can play sports here in Las Vegas with your guys' help. And we will obviously, as we work on details of this campaign, probably for the rest of football season, we will give you more. But
absolutely,
it was really cool seeing that today, too.
Absolutely. And last thing, respect Angela, too, Fred's beautiful wife, she does
such a good job.
An amazing job with their foundation. I'm telling you, Raider fan, if you ever get a chance to come to Las Vegas and attend the Crab Fest, it is it is a fan's dream come true to literally hobnob with legendary Raider players and coaches. And not only is it amazing because of what they did as players, but off the field, they're the nicest human beings. They're just great people involved in it.
And Angela does not age.
No, she doesn't.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's like, wow, good job. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
It was pretty funny when Fred said that. When she walked off stage, he goes, I know what you're going to say. I know. That was pretty funny.
That's hilarious. So I'm going to end this on one last comment.
Okay.
Rick Engel, you're going to be the highlight of the show.
Let's go, Rick.
Love this stuff. You guys are really great. My prediction, 41-17 Raiders.
Let's go, Rick.
Blowout. That's exactly what you want to see. Murph, thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely,
One
brother.
of two big shows that we have this weekend.
Absolutely, man. It's so much fun.
And we have a big game tomorrow, Raider Nation, so buckle up, get ready. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button on both channels. Murph's channel, my channel. Drop any last comments in there. And, man, 5-2.
Dude.
I feel 5-2. You feel 5-2?
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling 5-2. Raider Nation, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in about 24 hours.
Let's go, Raiders!
Peace.